5-0 it is. It'll be slightly longer games, and we'll join. I'm joining about 12 minutes late. It's a 57-minute long tournament. About 45 minutes left. Thank you, Rap Bandit. Happy 8. There we go. Oh, let me turn off Pentatonic. I forgot. What is Woodland? I don't think I've heard of Woodland. They're just bird noises. Oh, that's a little bit irritating. Oh, and it's a capture. I don't know if I like this. Uh, do people approve of this? Let's go back to standard. Or do I keep it for one game?
Have a great stream smile.
What was cowsing sound? Oh, just another bird chirp. Yeah, I'm keeping it for one game. We'll see how this affects my chess. I wonder how new this is, because I have not seen it before. I wonder if there's a special sound for checkmate. That's going to be my goal this game, as it is pretty much every game. Except the games I go for stalemate. Play this move. It's a very equal-ish position. Yeah, there's a calculation here, here, here. Never mind. Bishop e6 is kind of interesting. Oh, my opponent berserked me. I didn't even hear the berserking sound. Oh, so I have just a lot of extra time. Maybe I should keep things on the board. Yeah, generally when you have the time advantage, you want to keep tension in the position. It's hard to avoid the queen trade, though. I think I'll play bishop c6. And then maybe we'll have some trades. I have that half-open A file now. Welcome back to Choco. Yeah, I feel like there could be more animal sounds. Emberg suggesting a quack and a honk. Let's play this. Hitting a pawn. If rook b1, bishop e4. So I'm close to winning a pawn here. Bishop c1 would be sad for white. Oh, hello to Scythe Hazard, or Chip Hazard. A Gotham defect. What does that mean? Looking for a new home. Yeah, I welcome most people here, so I hope you can make yourself comfortable. Take... we might be trading pawns. Most likely b5. Yeah, maybe b5 is the way to go. b2 is still an issue for white. Now bishop e4. Chirpity chirp. I mean, if I win the b pawn, it's not like black is so much better. These pawns are going to be hard to advance. This is such a solid construction. You have a pet bird. Not that I know of. It'd be cool to adopt a bird someday. So if we trade... Yeah, I think it's okay to trade bishop c6. And trade a pair of rooks too. Oh, what was that? That was a check, right? Ah. I don't know what kind of bird that was. Okay, let's play king f8. Now I feel motivated to check my opponent's king somehow. Where's my spite check? Let's play f6 first. My pawns should be on dark squares, because we both have light squared bishops. I might go for the rook trade. Hey, it's Nate Brady. What's up, Nate Brady? Hope you had a good stream. Rating at a good time. This is my first game of the stream. I'm using the woodland sound setting on the chess. Yeah, G5 or F5. F5 also looks playable. I'm calculating G5 H6. Can take my time here. Maybe I should play F5. It's a safer move, and then King F6. Better harmony with the king and pawns. What is this capture sound? It's like stepping in grass, maybe? Some kind of nature sound. Yeah, this is a slightly awkward situation. Like, I don't... No, King G5 would blunder Bishop F7, so I have to play this. Time's getting closer, but I still have a nice time advantage. This looks reasonable. Preparing rook E3. Oof. Maybe this is okay. Maybe I still play rook E3. Take and then King F7, and not easy for white to defend. I just want to make the scarier bird sound. There we go. But how to do this? Oh, it's a time warning. So much thought was put into these sound effects. King E7. I feel like I'm just walking through nature. Okay, that was a pleasant experience. Oh dear. Is it worth... Okay, you know what it's worth doing is hearing the sound of checkmate. So let's analysize, and then let's just set up a checkmate. What's it going to sound like? Oh, it's just the same sound as a check. Okay. I like the sound of the end of the game, though. Okay. Moving on. Should I keep this for the full tournament? I feel like it's a little bit more distracting than it is useful. So maybe just for special occasions. Back to tournament. I hear Eric Rosen is a great dude in real life. Oh, that's what Hans said. Did Hans say that recently? That's very kind. Yeah, I've seen Hans a few times over the years. Hans is actually like nice in real life too. I know he can be very intense when he plays chess, but at least in non-competitive chess settings, he's pretty nice and easygoing. Okay, so we're back to standard sound. I've been playing a lot of Accelerated Dragon recently. I'm gonna mix up the opening and essentially go for a 4 knight Sicilian. And if knight c3, I'll play e6. This is a little bit less common. But the simple idea is to play bishop b4 and d5 against most of the natural developing moves white can play. I probably wouldn't play this against someone higher rated. So the best move here is knight db5. But below a certain rating level, players don't really know about knight db5. Although this, I think, is a playable line as well. It's some kind of gambit line. We'll see if white can get compensation here. Thank you, Landrum. Happy 18 months. Brad, welcome back.
I'm engaging, smirking face.
I appreciate the engagement. Spell chess bullet later, maybe. I'll see. I'll see. Gonna stick with normal chess for now. If I played this, there's bishop a3, but I mean d5 is a natural move, supporting the knight. If bishop a3 immediately, I do have knight e7 to block the diagonal and prepare castling. Oh, JK saw the notification on your phone, open your laptop, and navigates to Twitch. Nice. Yeah, everyone has different approaches to, I guess, reacting to the notification. What about en passant? If there's a possibility of en passant, I'll switch back to the nature sounds. I assume it would be the same as a capture, but who knows? So I'm up a pawn. White's applying pressure, though. I'm a knight's pinned. The center is defended for the time being. Maybe white will go for takes, takes, and then again c4. Double explosive. If that happens, I probably would eventually play rook e8. Yeah, here we'll just move back. I still want to play rook e8, just unpin and support the knight. And do you have any stories of getting recognized in public recently? Yeah. Actually, more so the last week. And it's been at a lot of businesses where people working behind the counter are recognizing me, which has been interesting.
Do you have a T-tier list? Also, quack.
Oh, a T-tier list. I don't, but that sounds like some fun content to make. I have a T cabinet, which I could probably organize into a T-tier list. My T cabinet probably has a few dozen different teas, at least half of which people have sent me from all over the country and the world. I'm drinking some nice green tea. I think it comes from somewhere in Asia. Okay, I think I'll play this move. Yeah, so the most recent time I was recognized in public was a few hours ago. I went to a bubble tea place and the owner there didn't know who I was a few weeks ago, but I went a few weeks ago and one of the other people working there knew who I was, big chess fan, asked for a selfie with me. He actually had the owner take the picture, so now whenever I go in, the owner knows who I am. And it's good bubble tea too. Shout out to I always forget the name. Bubble Cup Tea Zone. It's not too far away from the chess club. Highly recommended if people want bubble tea. Okay, let's figure out what to do. I want to play b6, but I don't want to get forked. So maybe I'll play this move. Just setting up rook c8, and eventually the bishop will hopefully find a life. Queen b5 maybe. Trying to figure out where my queen wants to go. Queen a4? Queen a4 actually looks nice because it prevents queen h4. And I'm up a pawn, so might as well try and simplify. Yeah, my king side looks a little bit bare, especially with the bishop fianchettoed, but it's hard for the queen to actually like generate any threats. My queen controls the fourth rank, and maybe I can start generating threats. Queen g4. If here I can play here, maybe. Threatening the queen and mate. Queen g5. Queen g6. You should definitely have some kind of study on the Evans Gambit. Yeah, Evans Gambit is not an opening I specialize in. Like I've mentioned this before, it's an opening I've wanted to explore more thoroughly. So it'd be cool to like go through the process of learning the opening. Oh no, white's queen. Yeah, back rank is covered, very important. Okay. Whoa, it's Phillips. Gifting 10. Thank you, Phillips. Appreciate that. Did knight c6 work there? Knight c6. Oh, wow. Wow. Good spot. I think it did work there. White's completely winning. Knight c6, it's a kind of hard move to find because you assume the knight's pinned. Except my opponent didn't really assume the knight's pinned because they allowed me to take the queen. But this is so powerful because not only is white threatening to take the rook and exploit the back rank, white's also threatening the fork. So after this, my king has to move, so white's guaranteed to take the queen with check, and then white's up a rook in the end. Thankfully, time was on my side, and that didn't happen. Are you playing any more tournaments this year? I am, actually. But I don't think I'm in a spot to announce what I'm playing just yet. There's one... I can offer some teasers. Like the two tournaments that are lined up for me are probably some of the most important tournaments of my life. One this month and one next month. But I'm waiting for my name to like be on the entry list before I actually promote it. I also have to book my flights. Maybe I have to reach out to the flight club. Okay, back to the arena. Oh, show the knight f4 line. What was the line? Oh yeah, rook e. Was it here? Rook e4, knight f4. This is at least one knight f4 line. And then I guess white has queen f3. But then, okay, I don't mind trading queens. Oh, before knight f6. Don't know what move number. Before knight f6. Is it later? Oh, here knight f4. Ah, knight f4. Yeah, I should have played knight f4 probably. Triple attack against g2. White can't take the knight because it's still mate. Yeah, things were missed in that game. Let's move on. Yeah, for people with more like specific questions, if you want, you can just find the game on Lichess and analyze. Sometimes during a tournament, I don't want to spend too much time analyzing. Thank you, Lee, the first time prime. All right, let's play a two knights attack. It's one of the go-to openings. I've gone through phases of playing. Bishop b4. I feel like I should know what to do against bishop b4. I might play a weird move, bishop d3. This is usually not recommended. So the bishop blocks a pawn, which blocks the c1 bishop. The reason for this is if takes, and the bishop's actually pretty well placed on on d3. And maybe queen e2. Maybe e5. I have a plan. I'm not sure if the plan's going to be so effective, though. Okay, well, now h3. My plan is knight e2, c3, bishop c2, and eventually play d4. It's like I want the normal French structure for white. I'm just doing it in a weird move order. Like usually white has d4 included first. Queen a4 almost does something, but like castle first. Play bishop c2. Yeah, it's weird having not committed to d4 yet. But very likely it's coming next move. The only issue is after takes I can't take back with pawn. But I can take with knight. Yeah, the bishop pins the c3 pawn. Now I could take. That looks pretty good. Maybe at first it looks a little bit weird to leave myself with disconnected pawns, but it's very hard for black to win the pawn back because b4 is coming with tempo. That move gives me another pawn. I'll keep taking free things. When life gives you free food, you eat it. Bishop g5. Queen e6, c4, takes, I'll have monstrous pawns. I could also castle. Choices. Because if I play c4, there's knight b4, which is a little bit annoying. There's a really funny line, though. How crazy do I want to be? Yeah, maybe I'll just castle first. There's a spot where if we trade in bishop e6, I might just plop the rook on d6. Okay, now let's play knight f4. Oh, but then h6, g5 could happen. Maybe h4 first. A little bit indecisive here. Bishop f4 first. Up 2 pawns. Yeah, let's play knight f4. I'm probably going to give back e5. But I like the prospect of getting the knight to d5. Yeah, if I took with rook, there was h6 and g5 with a fork. Here. Oh, there's a nice line. Okay, so I'll take. Forcing move. Black will take back, and then bishop e7. Rook e8, knight c7. If takes, I don't take the rook. I just go for mate. So the rook's basically trapped after knight c7. Trapped and forked. Welcome back to Pablo. Billy says, just watch your cow opening videos. Have you ever tried creating your own opening? I was actually thinking about it the other day. Because Stafford Gamut is not my own opening. Even if some people try and argue on my behalf. I did have like a random construction come to mind that actually uses a cow as inspiration. It's not something that is at all serious. But it's even like less serious than the cow. So maybe after this tournament, because I mean I am trying to raise my rating and play decent chess, but if I have the time and motivation after this tournament, maybe I could try to play what I've conceptualized, and then we can try and name it too. Okay, let's be a little bit aware of the time. Down on time, but up material, rook for knight. It's a 4-on-2 majority. And the plan is to play beef. Ooh. Okay, well, I'm going to win back the pawn. So this is actually a good transformation. After takes, my rook will activate, and then b7 will be a target. And the bishop does get to c6. But I should eventually have the plan of like c4 and b5. The goose. Yeah, after the turn, I'll explain. I don't think I've fully thought it out completely, but I'll at least share the idea. Okay, so knight e4, my king can keep walking in. If knight b1, I almost trapped the knight, but then bishop e4. Okay, so g2 is attacked. Kind of like this first. Hitting the knight. Also opening up the 7th rank, so there's cases where the b-pawn will be just pinned. I don't mind the trade. Yeah, black has to make some big concession. Now, these are very strong triple pawns. But can I queen? Yeah, rook 8 coming. Or maybe even c5 and rook c8 checkmate. Okay. Didn't have to worry there. Yeah, I think overall that was a nice game. Kind of a weird move in the opening for my part. Maybe bishop d3 is not the best move. Yeah, engine likes a3. How does a3 work? Take. Ah, so black would temporarily win a pawn, but knight g5 and white's better in the end, winning one of these pawns back. Okay, good to know for next time.
Thanks for the game.
Oh, thank you. High roller. Was that my last opponent? Yeah, good game, good fight. I feel like I missed questions earlier. Sorry if I missed random questions. Sometimes after the tournament, I'll have more time to answer the questions. Okay, playing J. I might be kind of far away from winning the tournament. Let's play an Italian. Maybe I'll play a Molar attack. Queen e7. Yeah, knight f6 is a main move by far. Queen e7 seems to be asking for trouble. Maybe it's playable though. Yeah, let's just complete development. This might lose a pawn. Yeah, the more I'm thinking about this, the more I'm realizing, can black just take? Have to treat the blunder as a gambit. Maybe it gets interesting. Queen b3. So I'm unpinning, so I'm threatening to take on d4, and if takes, I could throw in queen takes b7. And now I have knight g5, which kind of looks interesting. Yeah, I'm trying to embody the quote on my mug. If people can read this. XM merch if you want some. Tea not included. Bishop h5. Take f4? You take and then f4. Oh, my knight's hanging. Now it's defended. I have an idea of some like queen h3. Looks kind of cool. There's also e5, which I'm trying to calculate. Or even g4 doesn't seem to work. It seems close though. I think I'll just play rook e1. Solid move. Now this. So now I think I'm threatening g4. Or am I? Bishop takes g4. And h7's a target now. It's a fun position. I feel like I've achieved what I wanted. But still very tricky. Knight f3. There's also h3 here. I think I'll start with h3. So both minor pieces attacked. I'd really like to leave my knight on g5 if I can.
Hi, chat.
Hello. Puns of Steel. Yeah, I'm going to go a little bit crazy here. Because takes. I'll be down a piece. But then the knight will be completely tied down to defending h7. And it's not easy to remove my queen or knight, like after the trade. I'll be threatening some probably pawn e5. Bishop d3. Yeah, e5 is very much looming. So knight d5, queen e4, hitting the knight and mate. I guess black can play this move. And then like g6. Ooh. Oh, let's turn on the bird noises. Because I can en passant. Do I want to en passant though? I think I do. Oh, it's just a normal capture sound. At least for this sound setting. Do I keep this on for the rest of the game? Where's my mate? Bishop c4? Got the check. There's some just insane tactics here. I don't think I can resist. Oh! I just blundered a queen. Oops. And my knight. Okay. Ah, the sound of nature. Okay. Yeah, from the moment I turned on the sound effect, it was all happiness. There should be an ambulance sound effect. My opponent maybe needs one. Okay, back to normal sound. Yeah, it was a crazy position. Because knight g6 is very hard to stop. Like, even if, like, queen takes knight, then I would play this, and then it's a windmill. Like, this is double check. So the knight nor the queen can be taken. Here. Not sure if it's winning, but maybe I would take the knight, and then again double check, and then mate. So, some fun lines. Okay, back to tournament. Less than 8 minutes left. Roxy just woke up from a nap. Now she's whining a little bit. People can't hear though. Roxy, you want to come here? I'm prepared with a bone to give her if she wants something. Do you want a bone? Here you go. I think she's a little bit shy of the stream though. Okay, new opponent. Oh, Berserk. I'll play a Stafford. C3, attempted Ponziani. Ponziani doesn't really, or isn't supposed to work in this move order. Now we have a reverse copycat trap. This is a classic trap that usually happens where white's winning the black queen, but okay, yeah, that was pleasant. Back to tournament. Not within range of winning, but maybe within range of second place. Okay, new opponent. And let's play h4. Be a little bit more aggressive here. Put the bishop on g5. Yeah, with black having committed to h5, then basically black can never play h6 to kick my bishop. But same thing with me, and yeah, being able to play h3. Knight e5, I take. Oh, there's a funny line. Takes and then queen a4 b5 though. It doesn't work the way I want it to. I could take on f7. It's kind of a funny line. Because it's currently equal material. After taking, we could trade queens in a weird way. If black saves the bishop, I can save the knight. If black takes the knight, I take the bishop. I'll be up a pawn. Got my connect 4. Now, I would really like if my knight can land here or here. The two outpost squares in black's territory. Easier to get to b6 via c4. Yeah, en passant. So now the knight on c4 is really nicely placed, attacking and defending. And the rooks can be chased away from defending the a-pawn. So no mercy here. If I can win this game, maybe I get one more game. King c2. The other rook wants to join the party. It's been feeling left out on h1. And very soon, I think it should be possible to create a mating net. Like with my rooks active, pawn on d5. Probably not worth sacking on d6, but it's an idea. e5 is an idea. Ooh, okay. Feel like I'm getting closer. But how to do this? Rook a8. And then maybe rook a7. Go for maximal confusion. Knight's still defending b2, so the battery doesn't do much. I actually don't know what I'm threatening here. But I guess I am creating some confusion. All right, so let's take. I really want to take, but it's not mate because pawn takes. So let's play this. Threatening to take on c5 because the d pawn's pinned. Have to be careful. I think this is okay. Even after king d8, which will leave my rook and bishop hanging. The idea is I play rook c6, allow takes, and then knight b6. And then imagine the king's here. There's no way or no good way to stop rook c8 checkmate. So, oh no, my bishop. Someone call an ambulance. Oh, but maybe for me, because rook c7 I completely forgot about. Uh-oh. Ah. Black has a lot of time, too. Oops. I can't avoid the rook trade. What is this? There. I think I played knight a8. It looks so ridiculous, but the idea is after takes, there's no king c7. My b pawn's ready to roll. And maybe rock. Problem is my e pawn is probably not good. There. Yeah, knight c7 forks of things. I don't want to trade knights. Oh, my knight! Ah, I keep losing things. But now someone can call an ambulance for my opponent, because the pawn cannot be stopped. It was actually a very beautiful sacrifice. I put my knight in the corner, allowed the opponent to take it, but the b pawn saves the day. In some cases, b8 queen comes with mate too. Is the game going to count for the tournament? 2 seconds. Resign. Did it count for the tournament? Back to tournament. Hey, it did. Nice. That was a very timely resignation. I don't know if my opponent tried to time it perfectly or it was just coincidental. I took third overall, tied for second. What a funny finish. I mean, I should not have given the piece the way I did. At least the first piece that I gave. The second piece was intentional. Yeah, when we got to this position, I saw the idea because it's basically the most natural line Black can play. But it's such a weird configuration. Like pawn here and knight here, they work together to control all these squares and restrict the king. And it's so funny that Black's next moves were this. Just clean up the arrows. And my next moves were this. So just to see how it played out. It was just so aesthetic. Oh, my opponent would have been in third place if they didn't resign. So maybe they weren't aware of like the tournament clock, or maybe intended to resign once the tournament finished, but mistimed it. So yeah, we can see this graph. I was objectively worse after b5, but black has to be really careful here.
Broke my brain.
Ah, yeah, I'm sorry about that. I hope your brain can heal itself. That's actually a good title for a YouTube video. I wasn't sure what to call the video. Like, I renamed it a couple times.